Okay, y'all, there are two things that are always true about Southern Thanksgiving. One, the tables are filled with Southern classic recipes. And two, there are always way too many leftovers. I'm not here to try to reinvent the wheel of all of those classics that we know and love, but I am going to show you a really fun way to repurpose all of these leftovers into a very unique meal. I have decided to go with a Mexican theme. I am sick and tired after eating Thanksgiving 3 times of turkey dressing and cranberry sauce in the regular Thanksgiving profiles. I'm just real bored with that. So Mexican it is. First things first, dessert. So vanilla ice cream. Maybe you had it at Thanksgiving with your pie, maybe you didn't. Regardless, most people have some ice cream in their freezer. You may be thinking, all right, ice cream and pie, been there, done that, I've seen it. I promise you ain't seen it like this. Have you ever been to a Mexican restaurant and you've had fried ice cream? This is that, but better. Cornflakes. If you don't have cornflakes, you can use panko. I'm going with cornflakes because I like the flavor. This is my absolute favorite way to cook. Open my fridge, figure out what I have, and make something amazing with it. You might not feel like you have the power to do it, but I promise you do. This recipe is super simple. I am going to melt butter in the microwave and then mix the melted butter with my crushed up cornflakes or panko, if that's the route that you're going. So go into the microwave.
Oh, get it? Yep. Oh.
If you don't dance while you're microwaving, you're doing it all wrong.
What is that?
It's a taco piñata, duh. You know how Thanksgiving sometimes with your family makes you super frustrated because everyone's talking about politics? This is the time to get that frustration out. I'm going for mostly crushed. I don't want super big whole cornflake pieces, but mostly crushed cornflake pieces. Melted butter. All right, looks good. I'm gonna put some salt in there because salt is a flavor enhancer and it makes things sweeter. Piles of pecan pie. While you are having a debate in the comments about pecan versus pecan, go ahead and subscribe to our Southern Living YouTube page. It's a great thing to do. Now I'm gonna go for piles of apple pie. Okay. Definitely sample the apple pie on your finger as you're making this. Get the ice cream. All right, Ryan, you're gonna wanna get in here and see this. So I'm gonna put it around each little, this is messy. So if you're gonna do this at home, be prepared to get messy. Get these cornflakes in here. I'm gonna pick it up, roll it in the cornflakes so it makes a good little ball. You wanna get in here?
I'm about to get up in there.
Shelby's getting in on the action. It's messy, but I think kids would have fun with this. Look at this. My, how the tables have turned. By the end of this thing, I might hold a camera, y'all. I'm super excited because we aren't just making this for show. We are gonna actually go outside and eat this and have a little Thanksgiving meal, and I'm just pumped about it. Once all of your ice cream balls are rolled in cornflakes, you need to get them in the freezer so they can set. They need to go in for about an hour at least so that they can harden. For me, it's just gonna be as long as it takes me to finish the rest of my meal. Next thing up on my list is some mac and cheese. So we all have mac and cheese at Thanksgiving. I'm going to what's a good word for that? I'm gonna give it a little oomph. So jazz it up a little bit. Some mac and cheese. Get in here, here we go. Get that all good and creamy. So if you're like me, you keep chopped green chilies. I actually had the privilege of going to Hatch, New Mexico, where they grow these green chilies, but you can easily substitute regular canned chopped green chilies for this. So what's really great about the green chilies is they have some water in there, even the ones in the can. You want to drain a little bit of it out, but some of the water that is in there is actually going to help loosen up your day-old macaroni and cheese. I'm going to put 1 can's worth of green chili into my mac and cheese. This episode of Hey Y'all is supposed to serve as an inspiration episode. You don't have to recreate everything exactly like I'm doing it here. Just take it as like, oh, I have a can of chopped green chilies. What can I do with that? The sky is the limit. This is a you do you episode. Next thing on the list, roasted vegetable leftover slaw. Roasted vegetables, in my house at least, include acorn squash, maybe butternut squash, Brussels sprouts, peppers, onions. I'm gonna take this and add it to some broccoli slaw mix. It looks like this. So, fresh cilantro. If you are anti-cilantro, you can use parsley instead. Now I'm going to chop up some green onion. I have all of my fresh vegetables in this bowl. Chopped green onions, chopped cilantro, and the broccoli slaw mix. Now I'm going to add in some of these already roasted leftover vegetables. And I'm gonna take out this acorn squash. I just dropped one on the floor. Take out the acorn squash, I'm gonna peel it, but then the rest of it I'm just gonna dump right on in. So far, it has not been complicated. Here's where it gets a little froggy. I'm gonna make a vinaigrette from scratch. You need oil, vinegar, and Dijon mustard. So start with the oil, which is in here with my crew, and vinegar. So I have classic olive oil. I like some champagne vinegar. You could use white wine vinegar, red wine vinegar. I'm also gonna put in some lime juice because Mexican themed, ole. We're gonna start with some Dijon mustard. Stop buying bottled salad dressings. You can make them at home and they taste way better. Unless it's ranch, definitely buy that. A teaspoon of honey. Any kind of vinegar is fine, whatever you like. This is fancy champagne vinegar. And I'm gonna do a tablespoon of lime juice. So now I'm going to add in olive oil. Ryan, get in here, this is super important. Only drizzle in a little bit of olive oil at the time. Ooh, okay. I'm going to put in this vinaigrette, not all of it, just enough. Yum! I'm gonna let this sit at room temp to kind of marinate while I make my very last thing, turkey and cheese quesadillas. So you've probably made quesadillas before, so I'm not gonna really get into the whole art of quesadilla making. In my quesadillas though, I will give you a little secret. I love to put a little bit of sauteed onion in there. One of my favorite smells in the whole world is onions cooking in butter. I'm just saying. This is Monterey Jack. I really like the mild flavor of it and it melts super well. Okay, tortilla assembly time. Cheese, one side, turkey, onion. You always want to have cheese on both sides so that your tortilla will stick. Listen to this sizzle. Here we go. Can you hear it? Now that I've got my turkey and cheese quesadillas, green chili mac and cheese, roasted vegetable Mexican slaw, and Thanksgiving pie, ice cream, fried balls ready to go, it is time to get this crew giving underway. Let's get outside and get these people fed what they really came here for today. Cheers, y'all. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to my crew. Y'all are literally the best. I hope I have inspired y'all to be creative with your Thanksgiving leftovers, but if you have really cool ideas on ways to use leftovers, please let me know in our comments on YouTube, which if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Southern Living on our YouTube page. But as always, we are on Facebook and Instagram. I will see you next time on Hey Y'all. Happy Thanksgiving. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Bye.